outside and making it out alive. The lemon, I like to put them in chunks. So you can cut them in smaller ones, but I like to put them in chunks. It gives it like a little bit of a zest. Should I cut them smaller? Yeah. It's so pretty. Ooh. So yeah. It's all coming together. And where were we? Oh, tattoos. I keep wondering. I love that. But yeah, the moment the needle hit my skin, and let me be very clear that I was very used to physical pain at this moment in time. It was like nothing I felt before, because it was like not painful, but it was like so different. It was like wet fire, you know, being drawn on you, like a pencil with wet fire that left like traces of like sting. Not super painful, like not like you're screaming, but definitely something that you need to get used to or accustomed to. It was totally weird. And when she was finished, this bruised and battered body, and especially my self-image or something, if you wanna go there, my image of myself, how I saw myself, it changed dramatically. I just felt like, oh my God, I have claimed a piece of my body back, and it is now beautiful. It has this amazing little demon lady representing me, and it gave me a voice. Because be very, you know, I was mute for a long time, because whenever I talked, it just got used against me. So I became mute, and it was very peaceful. But I was still stuck in this prison with a beautiful facade. Still a prison. Because everything looked perfect from the outside in. But inside out, it was horrific. It was like Guantanamo Bay. Much fun. And it gave me a voice where nobody had, like, you know, seen it before. But it was independent. It was me coming through. And that's kind of how it started. I just started to claim my body, and every body part I tattooed just became more meaningful. I started, like, you know, knitting parts of my story into it. I mean, it was literally amazing. What a gift. What a gift to give to somebody that has no voice to tell their story. And you're stuck in such, like, not only was I imprisoned by my mother, you know, sometimes days on end, or that, you know, I was just wandering days on end and nobody gave a shit. And, you know, if anything, you were just mocked when you came home for not, like, you know, just buggering off. But I also was experiencing the autistic jail of the brain. So it's like double jail time. But isn't it miraculous that something as simple as a tattoo can be so effective voice? And, like, redesign so broken self-image? And my face was something that I had struggled with for years. Like, I knew that day would come where I would get to claim my face for myself. But I didn't know with what, and I didn't know when. But it came to me when I was at work one day, like 2015. And I was reading this magazine from history. channel, and they had a piece about Viking era and Norse religion, and they had this painting of Hel in the magazine. Ja, bara driver med litt videoopptak. And yeah, this was the painting, a Celtic carving of the skull side, the death side of Hel, which is, by the way, not a demon. She was a goddess, is the goddess. She is the goddess of light, truth, and death. And she took care of those who died an unworthy death and did not go to Valhalla, which means like old people and babies and etc., etc. You know, not everybody got the chance to fight their way into Valhalla, so they went to Hel. And it just resonated with me through the years. And she's Loki's daughter of Loki, and this Jotun lady who was not a kind mother at all. And Loki, who was just not able to be there for her, and he was a trickster, so he was like not a good parent either. So Odin condemned her to take the underworld. And I'm gonna put this bad boy in. So I'm gonna use like 5 spoons of this, like, so you can see the side of my thing. So it's like, this is like a normal spoon, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna go and put 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Be generous. Be generous. Absolutely, be generous. Oh, I just to show you guys what it's starting to look like. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's find something to this one. No, black one, because it takes color. I've used some of this before, like you can tell, and let it be known that it does take color in, so you know everything gets orangey when it touches it. So I'm gonna stay a little bit away so it don't get damp, and we're just gonna let this, you know, boil, or like, you know, mellow. I like cooking it for like an hour. At least an hour. My coffee machine is making a stand. So I'm gonna let this cook for an hour. I actually think I might put a little bit more turmeric in it, just to be on the safe side. Because it looks like it could use like a teaspoon, no, like a spoon or 2. Yow yow. Oh, you're playing. Keep on. Where were we? We're talking about tattoos, and yeah, the face one. So yeah, and when I saw this painting of Hel, I still have it. It just struck me like getting electrocuted, like, oh my bloody God, there I am. There I am. Because she got this, you know, Odin sent us her to take over the realm of the dead. And she did it in such a grace, even when it was like no use fighting it. It's Odin, for God's sakes. And it was, you know, a lot to do with her parents, you know, nature. And she got this, you know, unfair task to do, kind of like I felt that I had in life. I got so many struggles, and, you know, when I got pregnant with my son, I decided to keep him because there I would have somebody that would love me unconditionally, and I believe that was a little bit of my karma, because he came severely autistic and could not be touched, and you know, he struggles with any human connection. I do know that he loves me, but you know, unconditionally. That is, you know, to put it up there. And but then again, my beautiful daughter came after that, and what the blessing these kids are. Ooh, I am fortunate. I am bleepingly blessed. So, honey, I think to this amount of water, I mean, of course, you do you, man. But I'm gonna use a half a pot, like at least half of it, because I want it sweet, and I just freaking love honey. If you don't like honey, or if you're allergic, there are so many other things you can do to sweeten it. Use sweetener, like, you know, whatever, you know, rocks your boat. Even like brown sugar, or, you know, white sugar for that case. I mean, whatever, you know. There are no rules here. I just like to use this because of its healing properties. Because bees are awesome, and honey, in my opinion, is also. Now, we were talking about tattoos, I think, right? Yeah. I think I was up to the part here. Yeah. And she got these, you know, these assignments in her life as a demigod, and she did them so gracefully, and she fought for herself in such a manner that, and in such like what's it called when you have not immunity but anonymous. She was so anonymous that really few people know who she is, but yet her name is in our language every day. Because where do you think the name Hell came from? You're welcome. And we call her name out like all the time. If there is any god, demigod, or whatever on this earth that has been called as much as Jesus and God, it is here. Imagine that. You did not know that. You did not know that, did you? Did you? So she is right up there with these two great masters. Imagine that. But she did it so gracefully. No one knows. And she was completely anonymous about it. And that's kind of like, I think, appeals to the autistic part of me. I think. But nonetheless, don't get your face tattooed. I know. Sounds weird, right? What do you mean, Runa? You did it. Well, yeah. But here's the thing. My life was all set up for it. And when I get my tattoos, a part of my body is revealed. Yes. This is the beauty. This is actually kinda more accurate. Beautiful pain. My life was lined up for it. It didn't change anything in my life. I know who I am. Down to my very core, I know who I am. I am a spiritual being, autistic, which I'm bathing in faith. I'm not religious, but I have my blind faith in my God. And I adore him. I do. Absolutely adore him. And I love how he's an umbrella over most other religions. But do not get your face tattooed. Because, number one, you will never, ever walk anywhere ever again without people watching you. And if you are slightly paranoid, not a good thing. People will judge you regardless. You have no saying in that at all. And when people judge me and come at me with spiteful, mean comments, I have my own way of answering them, because that is just how I am made. I've been dealing with, horrific comments since early childhood, and I knew exactly how to flip it and reverse it, so the person throwing this nasty comment in my face will get educated immediately in very non-violent, non-confronting way. I love when people come at me with judgment, because it gives me a perfect opportunity to educate them on themselves, on me, and educate them on their own ugliness that they are showing. Because, people really, really expect me to be getting mad. Oh my God, so delicious. They expect me to turn into that, that criminal that I probably am, and, get angry, and they get a show out of it. Because, and this very often happens in public, because people will be looking for, other people's support. And instead of giving them that, I turn super polite. And I tell them that everybody, of course, are in right of their own opinion. That their opinion matters. And I dropped the sauce thing into the pot. And I'm going to have to fish it out. And that I value their opinion. Thank you. And I flip it on them. They instantly become the bad person. Because I did not approach them. They approached me, and I wish them a blessed day, and I hope they find happiness one day. And you put people in a situation where they just did not expect to be in, and they usually do not have an answer to that at all. And that is non-negotiable. I have never gotten angry, ever. I don't know. It's just it's like a default, what's it called? Setting. It's a default setting in my brain. People come at me with rudeness, and I go like, "Why, thank you." But I also understand that this is not everybody's default setting. And if you are slightly sensitive to, cruel comments, getting your face tattooed will destroy you. Absolutely. Pretty quickly, I still think. And I know that a lot of people have been removing theirs. But as said, of course, if you have a similar reason for getting it done, like I had, good for you. Just know that if you're not, this will also affect your working career. But I spoke to my boss before, getting it. But I have since had to stop working because of my illnesses, my MS, my epilepsy, especially. And just working on trauma. And my autism and ADHD, it makes it all very complicated. Slow work in progress. But it affects your relationship with people, work, and your self-image. So unless you are like me, that this is like a part of your persona. This is not something that you put on as a provocative thing or a fling, or it's a trend. You will regret it for the rest of your life, and it will become a baggage until you get it removed, which is even more painful. And believe me, this was like the most painful shit I've ever done in my life. Horrifically painful. And the first second when he started like, I just went, well, this is new. This is gonna be fun. That was 8 hours of, of course, on and off, because it is extremely, and you have to go deep. So I could feel like the needle scrape my skull, because the blood veins in your face are incredibly small, and if you go deep enough, they will eat the ink. So it was like having my face carved with a scalpel. And then you have to take incredibly good care of it because of no sunlight. Always have sunblock and moisturizer, or because it's so exposed. Plus the skin, keeps like, renewing itself. So you need to be super dedicated. And if you don't have those things and you tattoo your face, baby cakes, boy or girl, no. Please don't. I highly recommend no. I mean, there are stencils and stuff, and you can get like semi-permanent, or like and those Indian ones like that they draw on. And if you're really considering it, but you are not 100% sure, get one drawn on you and walk with it for a week without telling anyone. It's a test project. Do that and see if you can live with it. If it touches you in any way, shape, or form, that I'm not sure. No, because this is non-reversible. This cannot be undone. Thankfully, for my parts, because for my parts, I don't know if it's like the artistic form of it, or if it's like so Celtic, so Norse, and it just melted into me in the first like 24 hours. Week later, I stopped noticing it. It just became like my other ones, like a birthmark, just like, it's just me. It's just me. So, I'm wondering, did I just block the entire conversation with, maybe it's gonna get muffled. If it does, I will go through it all over again. Promise. Sorry about that. I didn't realize. I put my phone on a cloth so it wouldn't like slide. But then I came to realize I might have muted the microphone. Smart girl. But yeah. So that's my advice to you if you are considering face tattoo. I would truly recommend wholeheartedly, if you like, if you have like the smallest doubt, don't. But if you still want to go through it, go with the Indian draw-on tattoos for like a week or 10 days or whatever. Go out in public, or like the stencils or whatever. Go out in public and see if you can take the verbal violence that will be thrown your way. And how, and really like this is like my greatest, I think, gift. Don't take it personally. I truly like approach it from like a curious point of view, like yourself. I mean, like yourself. I approach myself with curiosity. I approach myself with like, I wonder why I reacted like that. But maybe that is like because my autism makes that I can't always understand my own feelings and others. So, but if you feel slightly, and I mean slightly unsure, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It and if you are vulnerable to verbal violence, because you need to have some sort of a plan. This is my office. Isn't it cute? That is like the Icelandic sheep. I love it. It's so bloody zen. It is, right? The forest, Buddha, the elephant, the piss diaper, no, the piss mat for the puppies, very luxurious, and diapers for the, we babysit a dog that, wants to mark everything. And yeah, so, words of wisdom from me that has, seen the most of, human nature when it comes to being tattooed. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful people. Cook the detox tea for like hour and a half. I said an hour, but I kind of like now get like an hour from you fully. Pretty good. That puppy is just, he's just such a stinker. You do not get to be this cute. He does. That stinker is too cute. Also, är det där lov? Är det där lov? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That stinker. How cute is he? Oh, my bleeding heart. Oh, my bleeding heart. We have no children. Yet our house. Just a puppy. Dedication. And their little Indian tent or tipi or whatever you want to call it. Trying to be respectful. But yeah. But if you want, later today, I can have on Facebook, what's it called? Q&A. If there's anything you want to ask me. Oh, by the way, on the wall, that is like this insane stuff I found in the forest, and it looks like a dragon head on a walking stick. But I can have like this Q&A if you have followed me this far. On this video, it's pretty long, it's been an hour. So I can have like Q&A if you want, or you can just blast me some questions on Facebook in the comment section, and I will try to answer them in the best way I can. Oh, next week I will be appearing on next Wednesday on a podcast called Helt Ekte, with this amazing woman called Cecilia. And she interviews people that are, yeah, you guessed it, it translates to completely authentic. And I'm looking so forward to it. You can find it on Spotify, so check it out if you want, or not. If you don't, all good, baby, Oh, bye. I do not own the rights. It's the radio. It's public, and you know, don't Facebook. Don't try it. I will turn down Rihanna, but this is the radio. I own no rights to this. They've done this. They like muted the videos and stuff because of copyrights. I own no copyrights. This is Rihanna. She is like a queen. She owns the right to this music. But this is the radio. So, all right, babes. I've kept this long enough. And like I said, boil it for like an hour. And then I will tap it on bottles. And I will first cool it. And then I usually tap it on, you know, airtight bottles. Just gonna turn off the radio in case. Come here. You are coming here. You're Michael. How cute of a stinker is he? Isn't he like the cutest little stinker? God, you're gorgeous. Bless my heart. He likes to cuddle on your neck. Yeah, we were out playing, so he's a little bit dirty. But yeah, I put it on bottles and then I put it in the refrigerator. And they literally last for weeks or even months if you keep them airtight. Who's that cute stinker? Check out the bubbly bully. So, anything you want to ask me, just throw it in the comment section and I will answer it. Alright, babes. Love you guys. Be nice to each other. It doesn't cost us anything. You know, be violent. Know it has long-lasting damages. So, that's the responsibility we have. Just be kind. Alright? Have a great day. Runa out.